Hey everybody, and welcome to episode number 13 of the Totally Real Wrestling Show. We are your hosts. I am Justin.
I'm Landon.
And we're back now. We were gone for a little while, mostly because Landon got bad grades and he was grounded.
Yep.
And then we could have got the podcast back sooner, but because he got bad grades and was grounded, I didn't love him anymore. And
I see how it is.
I decided to not do a podcast with him. But here we are and we're back. A lot's happened since we've been gone. AEW has a TV show now. NXT's on USA now.
We really didn't cover any of this, did we?
No, NWA has come back. SmackDown went to Fox, blah, blah, blah.
All this stuff.
All that.
It's been 163 days. I looked it up earlier.
There you go. 163 days.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You guys miss us?
No, not at all. But we won't talk about all that stuff because it's old news. We'll jump right in and start talking about what's happening nowadays. I'm laying down right now while we're recording this. So just so everybody knows, I am laying down. It's pretty cool. It's a good way. I suggest if you have a podcast, maybe just lay down and do it because
I'm pretty sure they don't care.
Yeah, but I mean you don't have to sit up and do it.
I'm doing it now.
You just lay down. Nobody has to sit up. You don't have to sit up really and do anything. So
All right.
So now there's the invasion angle. We're going into Survivor Series with WWE. NXT's beating everybody up.
I love it.
We'll start on SmackDown. The crew got stuck in Saudi Arabia or whatever with all those stories and rumors. I'm not here to address them because I don't care. I'm just not really.
Yeah, I was just about to ask which one do you think is the most real? I think the thing having mechanical problems.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Nobody's going to. There's the truth's out there somewhere, and they're not. We're not going to find out.
Yeah.
Either way, you know what I mean? So, there's probably a little bit of truth in what everybody's saying. I don't know if it was a full-on hostage situation.
No, not at all.
I mean, that seems crazy.
Yeah.
You know? All right, so SmackDown was on. NXT invaded, and made it.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it made it interesting. The last thing, the last episode or whatever we did, I think I started off by saying that I didn't care
about. We both didn't
about what was going on. It was like
it was when it was getting bad.
Yeah, like I was pretty bored. NXT invaded definitely helped that along.
Mm-hmm. I honestly really like it. It made it so much better. It really did.
Yeah.
The last match was a dream match. Daniel Bryan versus Adam Cole for the NXT title.
Yeah.
That was a dream match.
Yeah, it was a great match. But I mean, it would be with those two involved. Then we go on. What was next? Monday?
Yeah.
They came there. They beat people up. What was the main event that time?
Rollins versus Adam Cole.
Which
I wish ended normally. That was another dream match of mine, but then it ended in that brawl.
Yeah. The thing I like is you're seeing guys like Matt Riddle is a star.
Mm-hmm.
You got guys like Heath Lee and
awesome.
Punishment Martinez. Well, what's Punishment Martinez? Damian Priest.
Yeah, Damian
Priest. I'm gonna call him by his actual name. I don't want to be one of them nerds that's like, oh yeah, remember Punishment Martinez? I'm gonna call him by the name he uses now.
Yes,
Damian Priest. He was out there rocking people's jaws with his. So it was pretty cool to see. That's my favorite part about it is you get to see guys like that. Like Heath Lee was on Raw,
and he made a lot of people like him.
D-Jack came out. Dijakovic. What do they call him? Dominic Dijakovic.
Yeah.
Is that his name?
Dominic Dijakovic.
Yeah. So, guys like that a couple years ago when you see him wrestling on the indies and you're like, man, you don't kind of think like, oh, in a couple years. Like, I never really thought I'd see Matt Riddle on Raw.
I never thought I'd see Matt Riddle versus AJ Styles.
Yeah. So then we get to NXT last night. And, It was awesome. It was a fairly decent show. It started off before it actually started, and they beat up the club, the OC beat up the Undisputed Era. I don't even think we had a podcast. I don't even think we did an episode since the OC became a thing.
I think when they were just becoming a thing.
I'm pretty sure in every episode I probably said I wanted that to happen, but
look what happened now.
Yeah.
Do you like it though?
Yeah, I do. I like also Baylor's back in NXT, and I love that.
Yeah, and that he's a heel also.
Yeah, I think that's great. I don't know. I like NXT being on USA with the 2 hours. I think you get to see stuff you wouldn't normally get to see. Even before the invasion stuff, you get to see some cool things. You get to see Cameron Grimes out there. You know what I mean?
Bunch of matches. You get to see more matches now.
Yeah. And I always NXT is probably my favorite of the bunch. You know what I mean?
I think NXT is probably my favorite TV promotion out there.
Since last time Landon's expanded his horizons a little bit, we mostly stuck to WWE because
I've expanded my horizons a lot.
He mostly watched WWE.
He
knew some other stuff about other stuff because, we would go to shows together or we would check out, on a Sunday afternoon, hey, let's watch this.
Yeah.
But now he knows more, we watch AEW regularly. We attended AEW when they were in Philly. What was that, 2 weeks ago?
That was so awesome.
So now going forward with the podcast, we're going to talk more about...
We could really talk more about everything else.
All different promotions. He's more familiar with Impact. I got him watch some of Beyond Wrestling. We watched NWA. Of course, we'll still talk about Monster Factory because we still attend shows there. You know what I mean?
There's actually one Saturday, November 9th, which is 2 days from today.
Yeah. Also, Landon attended another camp there over the summer.
Yeah, honestly, guys, go check out that match. Great match. It was awesome, really.
All right. Way to go.
I didn't know what else to say. There's just not enough words to describe how awesome it was.
Oh, there you go. You were at a loss for words because of the awesomeness that is involved.
Yes.
Anyway, it's on the YouTube. You can check him out. He's a small child, and he wrestles a match.
And it was good.
He did pretty damn good. But moving on, so AEW is a thing now. We've talked about it before.
Yeah,
I think the last couple episodes.
The last time was Double or Nothing.
Yeah, but now they have the TV show. And so what do you think so far?
I like it.
Yeah.
I think it's something new.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say 100% AEW because WWE will always hold a place in my heart.
Yeah. Also, what we were going to try to do is, be completely unbiased. Mm-hmm. I know you see, AEW fans are like, oh, WWE stinks.
Yeah, I saw some comment,
best.
We're more loyal than you WWE fans.
Yeah, and then, that's going like that. But, we're both a fan of both.
Yeah. I'm a fan of everything.
We flip back and forth on Wednesdays.
Wrestling.
Whatever we miss, we catch up separately on a YouTube or, via Instagram or whatever, social media and stuff. But, we're a fan of all of them, really. So we're going to try to present unbiased opinions. I'm not going to be one of them negative yelling at you people.
No, I'm not negative at all.
Any of those kind of people, But I think AEW I think it's good, you know what I mean? There's things with it I wish were a little... different, but my main concern
it's just
was...
too.
Yeah, my main concern was with the production value. Once they got to TV, what would the production value be like? Mm-hmm. And it's great.
It hasn't changed at all.
It's great. It's better than it was for the pay-per-views before they got with TNT. And since the show started, it's great. Mm-hmm. It's filmed professional. Everything's real good with it. You know what I mean? There's certain things with it, with any company. I know they're just starting out, but I think they need to... focus on some other people
not
that aren't
Cody
in just
Rhodes.
the main event scene.
Not just people who came from WWE.
Yeah,
I know people say this, but it's pretty true. They're using a lot of their WWE guys on TV most of the time, but how many times has Joey Janela been on there?
Right.
How many times has... I don't know. Who else?
I get it, because starting out, you want to... get the attention of people and bring them in, more than just the diehard people. But they got some people like Joey Janela, Darby Allin.
How many times has Jimmy Havoc been on?
Yeah,
TV?
Jimmy Havoc. I think people would be interested in seeing these people more. I know on AEW Dark they're on there. The Janela versus Kenny Omega match was probably one of the best AEW Dynamite matches I saw, and it was on Dark. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. That's one of my favorite matches.
But I get it. If you have Jericho and Cody and Omega and Moxley, you're putting them front and center. You know what I mean? But hopefully they start building some secondary stories too for these other guys. You know what I mean?
I also hope they just have people go out and wrestle. Some people who we want to see go out and wrestle.
Yeah.
Because I think, honestly... This is just me. I think not everything has to have a long storyline. There should be a heel and a face and a match.
Yeah.
And it is what it is.
I'm the opposite.
Really?
Yeah. Not always, but I like a little bit of story. There doesn't always have to be. Like, we've been to indie shows where it's just people go out there, fight, we go home.
Yeah.
That's it. The storyline doesn't continue. And it's awesome. The matches are awesome. Mm-hmm. Everybody puts it on there, and it's cool. But I think if you're going to be on TV and you're trying to draw new people, a good story will draw them in. Now, they have the main story, Jericho and his crew, Cody and his crew. They maybe need some secondary stories happening, too, though. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know.
They have the whole tag team thing happening.
Yeah, they were focused. That's what I think too. They were focused on the tag team tournament, getting that rolling out.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm surprised that you like a lot of story.
Yeah, I mean, I don't need a Bobby Lashley, Rusev, weird soap opera storyline. But if two guys are fighting, sometimes I want to know why. You know what I mean?
I don't like that storyline. It is kind of like how WWE used to be back in the 2000s.
Yeah.
Which, don't get me wrong, there's people who like that, but I don't care. I don't need to see all this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What do you think going forward? Now,
Honestly,
right now, Raw and SmackDown to me are interesting.
Yeah, they've become interesting.
To me, they're only interesting because of the NXT storyline right now. Like, even before that happened, the build was for Crown Jewel, which I didn't really care about.
Yeah.
So I don't know going forward how that's going to go,
On the note of Crown Jewel, I'm very happy that that there was a women's match in Saudi Arabia. Yeah. And I'm happy that I'm not hating on Charlotte Flair here, but I'm happy it was two other people who can make history.
Yeah.
Which I'm very surprised with who they picked, Natalya and Lacey Evans. That's unexpected.
Yeah, I think Natalya deserved it. I said that day, because, she's been putting in work for them for a while. Mm-hmm. And she's in-ring Natalya is great, Mm-hmm. And I feel like she gets thrown out there every now and then, and she's like old reliable. They throw her in a storyline. She's like the Dolph Ziggler of the women's division.
Yeah,
to me,
definitely.
You know what I mean? Like, they have her work with people and stuff, so it's cool that it got to be her. Mm-hmm. What about your Lady Bailey? She turned heel. Heel while we were going. What? Your favorite?
Not my favorite.
Yeah, she is.
I'm not wearing a Bailey shirt today.
Yeah, but we have you on other episodes claiming that she's your favorite.
Yeah, she is.
What happened? What happened with her?
I don't like her being heel at all. I don't.
Why?
Because it's weird.
Yeah.
I did like her killing the Bailey buddies, though.
Yeah.
That was fun. But I don't like her hair, honestly.
You don't like
That's really kind of what I don't like, is how the hair looks.
I don't know. I don't know that matters to me.
It just looks so different. It's not in a side ponytail or whatever it's called.
Yeah. So that's your thing? I usually make fun of people that don't like people because of their hair or their ring gear.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I mean, I think it gave her a much needed edge.
Oh yeah, it makes people want to see a lot more of her now.
Yeah, like I would like to see. I don't know about WWE still. I mean, the NXT thing right now is keeping me tuned in because I have a lot of people down there I like, and there's a lot of people on the main roster that I like too.
But they're not getting used.
But it's like, I don't know. Right. There's nothing. I did need something meaningful. Andrade.
Aleister Black.
Aleister Black has been locked in a room talking about fighting people since I think that was happening when we still had it.
Yeah.
Like, I think we talked about it on our last episode.
I can go check the paper. It's on my desk downstairs.
Yeah, I mean, we don't really have time for that, pal. But I think that last episode, he...
well, I knew we didn't have time for that.
He was still in there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
So, like, let him out. Mm-hmm. Let him fight people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let him in.
Yeah. Whatever you got to do.
Honestly, I'd love a match, Aleister Black and Bray Wyatt.
Me too, but I mean, somebody has to lose.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's true.
What else is going on? Oh, War Machine, or what are they?
War Raiders?
The
Viking Raiders.
Viking Raiders are tag team champs.
Which is cool. I like it.
That's the greatest.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I'm super pumped for that. I think there's definite the draft is cool if they keep it split. You know,
I hope they do.
If they keep it split, then that's cool. One of the other things I told them also, we're just winging this. If you remember before, I used to print out paperwork.
Yeah.
So that we knew what we were talking about and had talking points. Except for episode 12, I didn't do that.
And it came out pretty good.
And I didn't do that today. It's 9:15 at night. We're laying on a couch and recording this. And we're not cuddling. We're just hanging out. You know what I mean?
You didn't have to include that.
But, so if it's a mess, it's a mess. But going forward, we'll be more prepared. And we're just getting back into the swing of things now. Mm-hmm. And we'll try to be more consistent, I guess. You know, we were fairly consistent before. You know what I mean? So.
But once my grades did what they did. Don't get me wrong, they weren't Fs. They weren't Ds, but they were
and he wasn't.
Cs.
I'm not some evil person. I didn't take the podcast away from him all this time. We just had a busy summer and didn't get really back into it. And the little baby you would hear crying in the background sometime got bigger, and now she runs around, and that's
she's crazy.
Yeah,
so awesome.
You know, we're gonna keep trying to do what we're doing, and we're gonna discuss, like I said, we'll discuss AEW, NWA when we catch it.
Yeah, speaking of NWA,
more than just WWE, we're going to talk about nowadays because we've moved on and we watched several different things. Mm-hmm. And that's one of the things, like a lot of people before AEW started, like I think maybe we talked about it in the last episode, was like, will it be competition? And it's not even that we switched to AEW and it was competition. It's that we lost interest in WWE itself at the time, you know.
If there was no AEW, we still would have lost interest.
Yeah, I still would only probably end up just watching NXT for, you know, as far as main roster
and
stuff
NWA,
goes.
I love NWA so much.
Yeah, I like the presentation of it. It reminds me of being like a kid or watching old wrestling videos, and it's pretty cool. We're going to get more into that probably, you know.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see. Let's end it on a note with a question, and we'll talk about wrestling.
We should do a Q&A next time.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so ask questions on Twitter, and I might answer them.
You telling people what to do?
Well, you don't have to, but it would really make my day.
So I think that we'll end on this note here. I think that WWE has a face problem.
You said this earlier.
I think that right now they could use a pure baby face. Mm-hmm. You know, Seth Rollins, we're both Seth Rollins fans. As far as being a face goes, I can't buy it. As a heel, I hate to be one of them people that's like, oh, they need a heel turn to fix them, blah, blah, blah. Seth Rollins works better as a heel to me. Always has. As a face, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Since he lost the Universal title, I definitely think he should go for a heel run.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great. But I think they need somebody to present as like a pure face, you know, like not like, you know, Rollins, some fans cheer him, some are sick of him, some don't want to hear his face promos where he's like, I'm going to keep fighting and doing this and blah, blah, blah. You know, I don't want to. I'm done listening to the same thing over and over, you know.
It's like a broken record.
Yeah. So who do you think? No, I brought this up on Twitter earlier, and a couple of people, I didn't write their names down, so my bad. But
thank you to everyone who did.
They added some names to the list, but who do you? Which I'll get into. But who do you think would be poised to be like a successful face going forward? They could be successful and seen as a face. You know, who do you think?
I can answer that right now.
Yeah, that's what I.
I thought you said we're leaving this on a question.
No,
all right.
We're gonna leave out the episode with this.
Yes, I think the person who they could present as a babyface is Kofi Kingston.
Yeah.
Him for SmackDown. He's on SmackDown, right?
Yeah.
And for Raw.
But again, because he was, then they took his steam.
But you still realize how many people love it.
Yeah, no.
And then
I agree. I mean, yeah.
Babyface on Raw. I'm going to have to go with... who's on Raw? It's crazy. Because everyone, like... I don't know. R-Truth.
Yeah.
No, not R-Truth.
You know what's crazy? Earlier, the craziest answer I got was R-Truth.
That's not that crazy.
No, it made perfect sense when the guy explained it. He said, "R-Truth people love to see him succeed."
Murphy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe Buddy Murphy.
But I thought that it was an odd choice. But I mean, it made sense. But I was like, I can't believe someone thought of R-Truth. You know,
Buddy Murphy or Cedric Alexander.
Cedric Alexander, someone brought up. For me, I think you go Daniel Bryan.
Yeah,
build him back up as a face. People love Daniel Bryan. He's great in ring. He's great at whatever he does.
Mm-hmm.
And Ali.
Yeah,
is another one.
Yeah, that's who I could see.
Ali, I would, if I had to. I mean, he's pretty young, so I would hang my hat on Ali. You know what I mean? Or Ricochet.
Yeah, Ricochet's already so over.
Yeah,
and it's awesome.
Because like somebody said, at whatever your name was, my bad, said Ricochet and Ali are guys they look at him like a superhero to kids, and that's how you build.
I know people who say I want to be like Ricochet when I grow up.
You know people that say that.
Yep, I do. People who say I want to be like Ricochet. Yeah, they want to be like Ricochet.
Cedric Alexander's a good choice too.
Yes,
definitely. But I would go Ali. His promo work when he's doing them promos, it's good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a real life good person. You know what I mean? So which is awesome too.
Maybe Sami Zayn also.
Sami Zayn.
I almost forgot about him, but they should use Sami Zayn
working the heel manager.
Yeah, but I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Sami Zayn should go for either a face. Yeah, he should be a face. I could see it.
Yeah, I always loved Sami Zayn.
Mm-hmm.
I think that people could love him. I mean, if you give him meaningful storylines, he definitely could pull them off. There's no doubt. You know what I mean?
He's one of the greatest wrestlers there is.
Yeah, I mean, he's good. All right. That's about it. We went to our little quick 20 minutes of rambling. Yeah. We'll be, next time we come back, we'll have more to talk about. We'll talk about more. What do we got?
We'll have more of a structure.
So next episode we'll be mostly talking about Monster Factory since their big shows on Saturday.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like their WrestleMania, so we'll probably do a lot of talking about that. 2 rings, big battle royal rumble type situation, all their titles being defended. So I would imagine it's
going to be a great night. You guys should go.
We'll focus on that a lot next episode. And then, we'll just keep rolling with it. And whatever we watch, and we'll talk about it. So,
yeah.
All right, thanks for listening, guys.
I got to do 2 things real quick. One, I got to plug my Instagram.
Okay, go ahead.
Go follow me at TheRealLJB25 on Instagram and TikTok.
now he got Instagram.
And TikTok.
And TikTok?
Yeah.
The same name?
Yep, TheRealLJB25. And I'll add you back. And second thing.
Yeah.
Go watch my match against Jafar for the MF Network Championship. It was a great match. All right?
It was awesome.
It was a great match.
It was awesome. That's it.
It was beautiful.
All right.
It was a work of art. It was like Van Gogh art.
Oh, there you go. All right, thanks for listening, guys. I'm gonna get it so I can get away from him so we can end this. Thanks for listening.
Bye.